That's good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Josh Hill. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Breeze to throw. This is White on the screen. And fights through one man. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Gets this one to Hill. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
38-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 55 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime, so many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Breeze.
And 6 yards.
And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
To the ground and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The pass intended for number 17. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 1.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
They bring their punter out there now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's White. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive